Hola, how you loving, love tubers? How you loving? Woo! It's Monday, and that's a beautiful thing because we made it to a new week, and you can make this new week be anything you want it to be. That is the beauty of Monday. It's a fresh start. And around here on this channel, where we talk all about magic, money, and metaphysics, spirituality, and all the good deliciousness of life, on this channel, it's Money Monday, which means we give a shout out and props to all those people out there like you that are building businesses, that are investing, doing all kinds of things that create greater abundance and prosperity in your life. It's Money Monday, baby. How you love it? So come on in and tell us how you loving this morning. Oh my goodness. Guess what? Family, next week is the end of this challenge. And I already know what we're doing next. It's something that's been brewing in my spirit for a very long time. We're going to do A Course in Miracles, the text. We've already done A Course in Miracles, every single lesson in A Course in Miracles. We've already done that. Now we are going to do A Course in Miracles, the text. So since we've done ACIM, the 360 lessons for 365 days, lesson 360 goes 5 times. 300 is for 365 days. We did that as a family, as a community, all of us. We did that. Hey, Darla, how you loving? Hey, yours truly. Hey, Courtney, how you loving? Mwah. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see y'all. So happy. It makes my heart so happy and full. I have something so delicious to show you from women. I just love what women do. I just love women. You know, our retreats, we have mostly women, even though here and there we have a guy come too, which is all good. Guys are not barred by any means. We love the divine masculine around here, divine masculine and the divine feminine. When I see women creating something that is just chef's kiss, we have to talk about it. So I got to show you something while everybody is hopping in, hopping in. How you loving? How you loving? Smash that like button, baby. Smash the share button and be sure to subscribe. We love you around here. We love you. You are loved. You are appreciated. We love you. You are loved. That's all you need to know. You're loved. That is all you need to know. So I've got to show you, and this is all linked up below this vid. I have got to show you something so delicious that I have found, made by women for women, from women owned businesses. Can we get a drum roll for that? Women owned businesses. Like, I love boss babes. Do y'all love boss babes that be out there doing their thing? You know, on Money Monday, shout out to all the boss babes out there that are making content, that are TikToking, Instagramming, YouTubing, and writing your books and creating your retreats and creating all the things that you're creating as a spiritual practitioner, a magical practitioner, as a content creator, as an author, as a thought leader. That's who we serve here on this channel. And I just freaking, business women, entrepreneurs, I just freaking love y'all. Well, I found something so delicious. I'm going to show it to you. Then we're going to get started. We're going to jump right in. I'm going to show it to you right now because over the weekend I updated my Amazon store. Baby, I updated the Amazon store. But I've got to show you this. This came to my attention over the weekend, and I absolutely love it. And yes, when you buy from Amazon, I'm compensated. So you're going to probably see a paid promotion somewhere on this vid because we offer all of this material on the YouTube completely free. And so if we find people that really are aligned with our mission, aligned with what we're about and the essence of who we're about on this channel on Valerie Love TV, then we talk about it. And all the other people that text, email us all the time, DM us all the time, could you sell my robes? I don't talk about robes on this channel. Could you sell our vacuum cleaners? We don't talk about vacuum cleaners. Could you sell our, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Now, when I find something that I love and that I use, Oh, you're going to hear about it. You hear me talking about things. You hear me talk about things that I love. So here's my latest love from Amazon. Drum roll, drum roll. Let's go on screen share. It's my latest love from Amazon. Oh my goodness. And it's linked below. It's linked below in this video on YouTube. But go to my website, go to valerielove.com. And when you go to valerielove.com, I want you to click on books. And pardon me, when you click on books, you see a link to my Amazon page, my Amazon recommendations page. This is my Amazon store. Click on that. We love it if these things align with you and you desire to buy it, because that supports the channel and helps us keep creating great free content for the whole world. It's a great deal. It's a great deal. So the first wonderful thing I have to show you is it's new in my extreme self-care section. I created I just love this. I just love it. I mean, when I look at this, I just drool, because not only do I unceremoniously slather lavender all over myself all the time, I do drink tea and I love Lux goodies. And these Lux goodies from Unbox Me, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. So what are they? They're gift baskets for women. Do you know a girlfriend that had a baby? Do you know a girlfriend that just got married? Are you trying to pick out a beautiful shower gift for a wedding? Do you know a girlfriend that's a little down? Do you know a sister friend that just kind of needs some encouragement? What about a sister friend that just started her business, just opened a new office? And sending a gift, an Unbox Me gift, is just, this is my favorite one, I think, this Unbox Me gift. And what I love about it, it has tea in there. It has this beautiful sea salt candle. But guess what I love about this? It has a little scrunchie. Put your hair back. Comes in a beautiful box. Super luxe socks. Even a lip balm, a bath bomb. Oh my goodness. But do you know what I love about this? This is what I love about Unbox Me. Unbox Me, hand packed, is a woman owned business. Come on, boss babes. Is a woman owned business. It's women supporting women. So Unbox Me is owned by women and sources many products from small, ethical, women owned vendors. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna cry. Like, wow. And they're highly rated. All of the boxes are highly rated. So go in my Amazon store or go right below in the description box below this vid. And by all means, pick up one of these boxes. I'm going to be sending these boxes to my family. I'm going to be sending these boxes to clients. I'm going to be sending these boxes to customers. I mean, at 30 something bucks, super inexpensive. Like you would think a care package like this, send it to my daughter who's now in graduate school. I'm going to send her one of these little surprises because she just got her new apartment. We're setting up her apartment. So I'm going to send her one of these. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. And family, I have to tell you, aren't they beautiful? Hi, how you loving? How you loving? So family, what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Because I don't promote products on this channel other than something I absolutely love. Like y'all saw me talk about calcium bentonite clay or something like that. I don't talk about products on this channel because this channel for me is my life's work. It's my life's work. So for me to talk about something, it's got to be so deeply aligned and it's got to be heartful. It's got to be heartful. I mean, I just see so many products out there and I don't use them. I wouldn't use them. I wouldn't recommend them to other people. People say, oh, could you rep this product, rep that product? And people have sent me a lot of things in the mail. They haven't always been great. So that's why I haven't talked about them. Yes, I have gotten PR packages. If I don't love it, You're not going to see it on the channel. So I just want to tell you about that. It's a feel good purchase. It's a women owned business supporting women owned businesses. And if you make candles, if you make um, teas, if you make tinctures, if you make bath bombs, bath body products, if you make any of those things, you can appreciate that a company is looking to use your products to source for their boxes, that it's sourcing it from women-owned businesses. Links are below, so pick up one or two or three or 10, baby. I'm gonna be sending these boxes all over the place. Unbox Me Gifts, and thank you, Unbox Me Gifts, for being an incredible sponsor and an incredible gift to women. It's women owned, sourced from women, gifted to women. Like, baby, what could be better? What could be better than that? I love it. All right, let's begin. Deep breath. Center in the one, the true, the beautiful source. Breathe and remember who you are. A divine expression of the one life, the one love that is the all, known by many names: God, Jehovah, Allah, infinite intelligence, Olodumare, Dambala, Krishna. And yet we know that this source is beyond all names, beyond all forms, is infinite, and is forever expressing its true nature of love, joy, beauty, peace, abundance. Great Spirit, we know right here and right now that we are covered, we are cared for, we are supplied infinitely. We are infilled and indwelled with a living spirit of the living God that allows us and manifests in our lives as goodness and greatness and prosperity and abundance and all good. Now we turn our attention to our own consciousness, seeking to ascend our consciousness and to experience greater and greater manifestations on the earth plane. Ashe. Breathe and remember who you are and hold it in your mind all day. Who you are. Remember your sovereignty. Remember your divinity. Remember who you are. And we begin. Here we go. Hold on a minute. Oh, I've got to pull up our 40 money spells. Give me a minute to do that. We shall do that right now. Thank you for your patience. By the way, we are done, complete with this next week, Friday. And after we are complete, we'll have a few weeks off, and then we will be starting ACIM, the text. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So today is day 31. The have vibration. Hey, Robert, how you loving? The have vibration. Okay. Oh, by the way, Robert, what I talked about earlier, since Robert's here, what I talked about earlier, rewind and link below. These are great gifts for your significant other or your mom or any women in your life as well. So that's a note to Robert and all the men watching, because we do love men and our brothers and the divine masculine. Absolutely. So, Robert, I want to make sure you feel included. All the brothers that are watching, I want to make sure the brothers know that they're included in what we're talking about here, because we were talking about Unbox Me Gifts, a business owned by women for women, yet it doesn't preclude men from buying these beautiful gifts too. I just freaking love it, love it, love it. Okay, 40 money spells. Here we go. Are we on screen share? Let's do screen share. Gotcha. I'm on Steph. I was. Oh, okay. Okay, good, 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 good. Excellent. Oh my goodness, Robert. You know, when I saw your name, I said, oh, these gifts would be good for not because of you, Robert. It made me think of men. Like these would be good getting out of the doghouse gifts. They would be great for a gift. Like, you know how guys sometimes like, what does she want? I don't know. Here's a gift card. Buy whatever you want. Because you know, sometimes you buy a gift for her and she's like, oh my God, that's amazing. Sometimes you buy a gift for her, she's like, really? Thanks. And it's like, what did I do? You know, I promise you, you cannot go wrong with one of these Unbox Me gifts. You cannot go ding, 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 ding. If y'all want to get some points, brothers, listen to me. If you want to get some points, and you know points lead to wink, wink, because a happy lady be getting it in. Oh, you know how crazy KAISI is. Now listen. In Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, there's a very important teaching in that book that I always, you know, happy women, keep them happy, because when they're happy, you're more likely to be happy too. The happiness was spread. If she ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. You know, there's an African proverb that says, happy woman, happy house, mean woman, mean house, angry woman, angry house. It goes on and on. Whatever the woman of the house is doing, that's the whole house. Like, why the woman got to bring the whole house into her thing? Which is all over TikTok, and it's just hilarious. You see the whole family chilling, and then you see this Latina mom come in and go, everybody jump up and start sweeping it. They don't even know why she's yelling at them. They just start sweeping and dusting and cleaning. They're trying to get on her good side. It's hilarious. Oh, them TikToks are so hilarious. The family was just chilling and relaxing, and the mom came in and started yelling, and everybody jumped on at the same time and started cleaning something. Man, they jumped up so fast. It was hilarious. But anyway, I'm going to run my makeup. Anyway, there was a very interesting teaching in the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And the teaching is that men and women's point systems are different. Women, our point system, everything is 1 point. Buy me a diamond ring, it's 1 point. Mow the grass, it's 1 point. Everything to a woman is 1 point. Now, men have a different point system. Buy you a diamond ring, that should be 1,000 points. Mow the lawn, that should be 100 points, because men are calculating points differently. You see, so if you just understand how men and women work, you won't have any problem. And I just say, work with things in nature according to how they work. People are not things. I'm talking about work with that which you love, how they work, not how you want them to work. That's a true occult meaning of love your neighbor as yourself. Actually, it's the true occult meaning of the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That means that you would have to learn what they want done unto them so you can do unto them what they would have done unto them, which is what you would want, right? You would want people to do unto you what you want. And I'm not talking about being a demanding tyrant. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you when you're with a person, you love a person, and you see that they're just so gaga over pink roses. And every opportunity she gets, she buys some pink roses and she puts pink roses in her office. And you see that. You're like, oh, she loves pink roses. So on the next event or whatever, you're probably going to buy her a dozen long stem pink roses. You're probably not going to buy petunias or irises or I mean, she may love those too, but you see she's got a thing for pink roses. So that's the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Like, what do you want done unto you? Then be willing to do that unto others. Well, he said that because the point system is different, men and women get on two different pages. I just bought you a diamond ring. Like that should be my gift for the whole year. And to the woman, no, that was one point. What have you done for me lately? Right? And see, women also have, I'm adding this part, women also have a subtraction point system. And I don't know if men have a subtraction point system. Let us know, Robert. Women will be like, no, I can minus that 1 point if you make me crazy and mad, which, I can't say that that's correct. I won't say that that's correct. It's not. Yet, that is sometimes what happens. This is the reality of what happens, right? So, I said all that to say, love your neighbor as yourself and do unto others as you would have done unto you. All right. Now we have our 40 buddy spells for today pulled up. Today, we are talking about the have vibration. We are talking about being on the have vibration. We have talked about this over and over and over and over on the channel for many years, yet it bears a review. Why? Because it is very easy, depending on where we are in our spiritual unfoldment, it can be easy to be knocked off your vibration by thoughts about things that are going on out here. Now, nothing out here can knock you off your vibration. You see something out there, and your thought about it can knock you off your vibration. So, the bottom line of it is only you can take yourself off your vibration. So here's what you want to have. You want to be offering how much money you have and wealth you accumulate is directly correlated to your vibratory offering to the universe. You cannot be wealthy with a vibratory offering of lack. No matter how hard you work on the physical plane, this spell is to shift your vibration from don't have to have. Now, let's talk a little bit about frequency and vibration. Let me see what Robert said. Sometimes when I think women got the subtraction point system or lie. Robert, that's 1 point. Your good 1 point is gone. Yeah, we need to work on that as women. We could do better with that. We can do better with that. Okay, so let's talk about vibration and frequency. What is frequency? Frequency, is, according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, is vibration with information. That is a frequency. What are you emanating? It is vibration, right? Energy moving in a pattern with information. That's profound. Why is that profound? Because everywhere you go, you're emitting some kind of energetic signal. You can't not do it. Why? Because you and I and everyone is an energetic being, including your dog, your cat. You know when your dog is mad. You know when your dog is upset. Your dog is not speaking English. You know when your boo is upset, as we were talking about couples earlier. You know when something's not right with someone before they say a word. Why? Because the vibration, the energy that is emitting from this person, this is invisible to the five senses. And for all the people who believe that only what exists is what can be ascertained by the five senses, the Kabbalists would say that you are missing out on 99% of all existence, because what can be perceived by the five senses is only 1% of reality. So let's go further. So if you cannot stop emanating a frequency, you can't turn off your frequency. I mean, unless you're dead, right? Unless you choose to leave this body and ascend, you can't turn off your frequency. So if you cannot turn off your frequency and you cannot be anything other than emitting frequencies, then what about taking charge of what frequencies you emit and causing them to be frequencies of abundance, love, happiness, joy, and all of it? Why? Because the frequency is going to go out. It's like a beacon, and it's going to go out, and the frequency is also magnetic. So it's going to draw to it that which is like itself. That's how law of attraction can be explained. That's how your own life experience explains it. That when you're angry, remember that play? I took my kids to see this play a long time ago when they were really little. It was this little boy that was having a really bad day. I forget the name of it. It was something like Arthur's really bad, horrible, terrible, terrible, no good day. And everything he did, it just got worse. And then he did something else and it got worse. And he did something else and it got worse. It was just bad. You've had that happen. How do you change that? You change it by changing your thoughts and your feelings. That's how you change your frequency. You change your thoughts and you change your feelings. Now, when I say thoughts, you would have to change not just your conscious thoughts. You would have to change the thoughts that are being harbored in your subconscious mind, like I'm not worthy. Oh, I never get anything right. I don't know. It's the little mumbler. It's the playing tape in consciousness that you don't even hear. You're walking around, I'm happy. Deep down inside, you're really sad. Yay, let's go. I can do it. Deep down inside, you're doubting. I don't know if I really can do it. I hope I can do it. I don't know. You're biting your fingers. You don't feel to the core of you that you can really do it. You doubt if you can really do it. At the end of the day, you don't have confidence. You have insecurities. Ask me how I know. Because delving deep into your own consciousness, we call it shadow work or simply meditation, and becoming aware of the energetic frequencies within self that are of not have, lack, littleness, separation. They don't love me. Nobody's for me. I don't have support. I can't do it. Can I do it? I hope this is good. You're writing a book and you're thinking, I hope this is good. Instead of, this is good. I wouldn't be compelled, inspired by the great love of this universe to write an entire book if it wasn't good. Of course it's good. It's going to be good for the people that get it, and they're going to love it, and they're going to use what's in it, and they're going to grow, and I'm going to grow, and I'm going to write another book. What about that? Yes. So go deep within. Yes. That the frequency, the vibration. Now, here's what happens. You have two people. We're going to now prove frequency and vibration. We're going to prove it. Because I have a very logical mind and I need evidence. I'm an air sign, Libra. Probably not going to believe. Plus, I'm from New York, so I'm just a skeptic, period. We don't believe nothing from New York, right? So Here is proof. Here's evidence. You need look no further than your own wonderful, beautiful life for evidence of everything we are talking about. Walk around for the next 90 days feeling nothing but bliss, peace, happiness, joy, beauty, thankfulness, generosity, kindness, compassion for yourself and everyone. A thought comes up that you're not good enough, you just melt it with love. Well, thank you. Maybe I'm not good enough yet. Look at all these blessings that I have anyway. I'm truly thankful. And you walk around like that for 90 days and watch what happens. You see, your life is your laboratory. Your life is your laboratory. Try it. Don't believe a random witch on YouTube. Try it. And what I would offer is that you commit to it. That you don't just say, I'm going to give this a try because KAISI said I'm going to try it for 7 days. If it don't work for 7 days, I'm going back to my ratchet self. That's not it, beloved. That's not it. You can't put spirituality on a timetable and put spirituality, I'm going to follow spirituality if it doesn't work, there is no other alternative other than you becoming a new person. There's no other alternative. So I'm not saying that there's no other alternative other than spirituality. Go the philosophical route, go the scientific route, go any route you want to go to. The bottom line of all those routes is you could either be a ratchet person or you could be a kind person. You could either be mean and angry and mess up your internal organs and raise your blood pressure, or you could be peaceful and joyful. Which one do you think is more enjoyable? Which one do you think people around you would respond more to? Is that more evidential for you? Because some people can't get into frequency and vibration, and I can't see all that, and they can't see it, so they can't get into it. How about making it very practical? That's why I love practical spirituality. This whole channel is about practical spirituality. Let's make it practical for you. Grandma said it, here's the best way. Thank you, Grandma. Ooh, the ancestors. Thank you, Grandma. She used to say, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Don't be the vinegar, be the honey. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about frequency and vibration. Let's go back to our screen share so that we can talk about the have vibration. Meditate for 20 minutes in your sacred space or in nature or any space where you feel safe. And then you're going to pray to shift your vibration. Now, what I love about this is you can do it instantaneously. You don't have to wait. You don't have to, some spells you have to wait. You do the thing and it goes out in the universe. It's cooking, it's doing its thing. You go on and do whatever you're going to do. It's going to take a minute, maybe a moon cycle or this or that. Things have got to be lined up in the universe. All good. This, your vibration, you are in charge of your vibration every second, every second, every second. So you can shift your vibration in this second. You're spelling yourself. Remember, you're spelling yourself. Thank you, Source, for changing me. Here is the prayer. Say it. Say something similar to it. Whatever works for you, baby. None of this is rules or law. Use it if you like it. Use it if you don't like it. Pray your own prayer. It's beautiful. The intention matters. Thank you, Source, for changing me. Thank you for shifting my consciousness from lack to overflowing abundance and supernatural surplus. That's what I wanted to shift to. I wanted to shift out of lack, cancel, into overflowing abundance and supernatural surplus. That means abundance is always flowing in my life, overflowing abundance. It's far more than you require. And supernatural surplus means it's supernaturally manifesting and supernaturally multiplying itself. This shift in my very being and energetic essence now causes my outer world to literally ooze with abundant good. Ashe. Oozing with abundant good. Say it with me. I ooze with abundant good. Say it with me. I'm oozing with abundant good. Say it with me. I'm oozing with abundant good. You see how you're shifting your vibration right now. You're shifting your vibration right now. And guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Before we go deeper into the spell, there's something I want to share with you. It doesn't matter the exact words you say of the prayer. It doesn't matter if you backslide and have an issue. It doesn't matter if you don't feel that you're a master of this yet, that you're a master of your own vibration. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you are consistent and true to the work, that you are committed to the work of mastering your own vibration. That's why we say it's a decision, it's a choice, that you're true to the mission. That's what matters. Because if you stay true to the mission, you're going to always correct. You're going to come back and find your way home. Now, when we talk about supernatural surplus, what are we talking about? Well, let's go to the Bible, because I am a Christian witch, practicing Christian witch, and I know many of you are practicing Christian witches too, or you do Bible magic, or you love Bible magic, all of that. Yay! Here is what I want to share with you with regard to this supernatural surplus. There is a story in the Bible about supernatural surplus, right? I ooze with abundant good. Don't you feel it, Pamela? Come on now. It's oozing. Baby, it's oozing. It's all over me. That feels good, right? I can't stop this oozing of abundant good if I tried. Baby, it's oozing. Okay? Let's go to the Bible in this Bible story. Do you remember when the prophet Elijah had a widow come to him? And this widow was like, hey, Elijah, it's very common for people to go to the prophets, back in the day when they were having some kind of problem. And one of the prophets or one of the seers, or, you go to a holy man, holy woman, seer, shaman, witch, wizard, warlock, sorcerer, necromancer. They were going to all these people in the Bible. All of them. They were going to necromancers, witches, sorcerers, prophets, all of them. So a woman who is a widow, who was recently widowed, went to the prophet Elijah. And you probably heard this story many times. So she went to the prophet Elijah, and she did not have any money because her husband died. Apparently, it would appear that in the story, her husband died prematurely, or perhaps the husband did not have, they weren't expecting him to pass. So he passed on, dropped his body, and now she said that there are debts that must be paid. And since he's not working, can't farm the land, not there, whatever, being a chief breadwinner or whatever the case may be, the bondsmen, the men that come to secure the collateral, once, the loan is not being paid, the loan defaults, then the bondsman, or in this day and age would be the bank, will you'll forfeit the property or whatever is the collateral in the situation. Well, the bondsmen were coming for her two sons, and she said, they're going to put my sons into forced labor until it's paid off, because that's what you used to do back in the day, right? If you didn't have, and I'm not talking about all over the world, I'm talking about in this part of the world, where in the Mediterranean, where the Bible, this Bible story originated. The whole world didn't work like this. It worked like this in the part of the world where this Bible story originated. Let's be very clear and have a more universal approach to the stories of the Bible, which I find is helpful. And she said, she's like, oh, and he said, I was always fascinated by this story. I have read this story over and over. I was always fascinated about this story. He didn't say, hey, prophets, because he was sitting there with a group of prophets. He was probably teaching or doing whatever. He didn't say, hey, prophets, let's take up a collection for this poor lady. Oh, my goodness, she has this. Oh, my goodness, what? Let me send you here, there, so you can talk to this person and that person, see if you can get some money, see if they can cancel the loan. He didn't say any of that. He asked her a question And the question is very simple. It is, what do you have in your house? Bam! If you are reading the Bible from a metaphysical perspective, which is how we read the Bible around here, like for me, not one word in the Bible is literal. I mean, maybe 5% of it, maybe 10%. Maybe some of the people are literal, like Jesus, Mary Magdalene. Certain people are literal. Others, they're totally made up. And it's okay because I actually love legend. It teaches the point, as Joseph Campbell taught us, that the power of the myth is more powerful than the truth. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know, in your heart of hearts, that you have never seen a virgin have a baby. Yet that myth that a virgin had a baby, that's a powerful myth. We were just in Italy, and while we were in Rome, Virgin Mother. What about Jesus' 5 brothers and 2 sisters? I believe he had 5 brothers and 2 sisters. They're all over the Bible, James and all of them. They're all over the Bible. But no, this one came as a virgin and no more. Because that would mean Mary was getting it in and having babies and all that. And we can't have the Holy Mother. It's just ISIS recreated, that's all, which is beautiful. I find that to be deeply meaningful. The whole idea, the myth, the legend. I won't even call it, mythology is very empowering. The Zeus, it's supposed to inspire you, it's supposed to lift you to a higher plane. So he asked her, what do you have in your house? And she said, well, just a small pot of olive oil. He said, okay. See, because God cannot do anything for you that God can't do through you. I'm going to say that again. God can do no more for you than your consciousness will allow. People in all these blessings from God, God. But you're walking around in lack, limitation, vibration. God can do no more for you than God can do through you, as you. He said to her, okay, small pot of olive oil. This is what I'm referring to in this spell, the have vibration. When we're talking about supernatural surplus, when we're talking about things supernaturally multiplying more than you require, and you've done this before in your life. You've done this. He said, go to your neighbors and borrow pots from them. Borrow pots from them. And she's like, borrow pots from my neighbors? Man, I'm talking to you about my boys about to go into slavery, and you talk about borrow pots. I don't know what her mind was saying, but she probably was saying to herself, well, this is one of our prophets, and the prophets are strange. They like prophet, John the evangelizer, eating locusts and honey out there in the woods. And this one, a bird was feeding him every day. You know how prophets are. They're like shamans. They do a lot of interesting things that we don't understand. Yet you do know this is a powerful shaman, so you're probably going to go and do what they say. Go to the river, turn around 3 times, get this rock, get this stone, rub this on your. You're probably going to do it because you need to do it because you need help. And so. And then he said this. Come on, Lydia, right? Come on, Lydia. Then he said this when he told her, go around to your neighbors and borrow pots. Read this story in the Bible. Scales will fall from your eyes when you read it like it wasn't a literal story and you want to understand the deeper esoteric meaning, or what we would call the occult meaning of the Bible. He said, borrow not a few. Now, if the prophet told you that, he said, what do you have? But he's not telling you what he's going to do or what God is going to do or what you're going to do. He said, okay, what do you have? Oh, just a little pot of olive oil. Okay. Go around to all your neighbors and borrow pots, empty vessels. Okay. Then he said before she left, borrow not a few. Like, don't stop at 3. You see, he was testing her abundance consciousness. Because what if she just went to one neighbor, got any empty pots around? Yeah, I got 1 or 2. Here's 2. Okay, go to the other neighbor on the other side. Got any empty pots around? Yeah, I got 1. I just emptied it this morning. Okay, great. Okay, I got 3. But see, she didn't stop there because he said, borrow not a few. This is how God works. You're getting a glimpse of how the universe works. The universe doesn't tell you how it's going to fulfill your needs. And the universe is not going to fulfill your abundance requirements based on how you think it's going to happen. That's not how it's going to happen. And it's probably going to look a little unusual or strange how it happens. There will probably be a level of serendipity with it. Like, oh, wow, never saw that coming. Amazing. Never saw that coming. That's amazing. She went out. She went to all her neighbors. She got all these pots, all these pots, all these pots, all these pots, all these pots. She put them in her house. She doesn't know what to do. So she goes, first task done. Some of y'all won't even do the first task. God said, right. But then what am I going to do? I don't know how to publish a book. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to. Why are we even talking about that when you didn't do the first thing? Do this thing. See, this is how the universe works. Do this thing, beloved. Did you do that thing? I'm talking to you. I see you. Know. We know the answer. The answer is you didn't do the thing. Well, go do it. I'll give you a perfect example. Years ago, after I came out as a Christian witch on YouTube, I was already a Christian witch in my life for the longest. I came out on YouTube as Christian witch, right? We won't take the first step, but we want to know from the universe, but show me the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th step, universe. But you didn't take the first one. Why do you need the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th? You don't need steps 2 through 13 because you didn't do 1. You're still on 1 and you haven't done that yet. So here was my divine assignment. And what are these? When I say divine assignment, I don't mean some big guy in the sky with a long beard telling you what to do. Get that out of your mind. They made that up too. I'm talking about your own inner knowing of source and what you aspire to do with your life, which is there is a purpose and a reason why you came into this existence. So here was my example of taking step number 1. It said Facebook, right? Like a Facebook page. Like, in other words, it was something to do with establishing. It didn't say Facebook. What was the inspiration inside of me was to establish a community or a home for Christian witches. I didn't know there was tons more Christian witches. I didn't know that. So I go to Facebook, I go to what I know in this realm and start building out this global community for Christian witches. And I go to Facebook and I created a Facebook business page, Christian Witches. I promise you, while I was taking that step, my hands were shaking on the keyboard, just like someone told me the other day. They're about to make a big move. I won't say any more about it. But when they were booking the tickets, they were like, my hand was shaking on the keyboard. I had to pause for a moment, even though I know that this is the thing for me to do. Well, of course, you're supposed to feel that way. If you don't feel that way, something is wrong and you're not doing something big. You're not doing something big enough for you. Go to my book, Spiritual Badassery. And in Spiritual Badassery, it tells you all about resistance and how to overcome it, right? Be a dragon rider. Anyway, I took the first step. I was afraid, yet I took the first step. Next thing you know, hundreds came. Next thing you know, thousands came. Next thing you know, we had an Instagram, thousands came there. Next thing you know, we had a TikTok, thousands came there. Next thing you know, we have a website, tons of visitors to the website. Next thing you know, I write the books, thousands of copies of the books sell. Whoa, what is happening? What is happening? Something so far past my little conscious mind. Something so far beyond what my little tiny pea mind could have thought of or done. That's the God plan for your life. So how can you have the God plan for your life if you're only willing to take steps? That is the teeny tiny pea brain steps that are in your field of knowing. If I had not stepped out of my field of knowing into the absolute unknown, terrifying dark, we wouldn't have had that. I would have done it eventually because Spirit knows I'm sold out for God. I'm not doing anything other than what Spirit would have me do. That's how I'm living my life. I'm sold out for Spirit. Whatever Spirit would have me do, that's what I'm fucking doing. Period. Who say what, who do what, it's all good because me and Spirit are like right here. I'm here with my source. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's what I'm going to do. Not to say I don't make mistakes. I make lots of mistakes all the time. It's all good. So that was me taking the first step. So let's go back to our widow. Take the first step. Go around to your neighbors and borrow pots. Notice, he didn't tell her, go get a loan. He didn't tell her, go talk to the creditors. He didn't tell her, go tell your sons to hide, get out of town so they can't snatch them up for slave labor. He did not. He started with what she already had in her house. What does house mean in metaphysics? It means your consciousness. What is in your consciousness? That's what it means about what's in your house. Your house is your consciousness. Consciousness is also displayed, or consciousness is also spoken of as a vessel, like a boat, like Jonah being on a boat. That's consciousness. Sometimes the deep waters of consciousness are referred to in the Bible as the sea or the ocean, like the sea that Jonah was on, trying to run away. This is a metaphysical story with great meaning, except if you think that a whale really swallowed a man and it just missed the point altogether. Forgive them, churches. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Like they're teaching, somebody's teaching Sunday school kids this right now, that Jonah was real, and draw a whale and draw Jonah and draw the boat, and that was real, and God saved Jonah. What's that have to do with me? How is God going to save me? Well, the same God that helped Jonah is going to help you, but I don't get it. Like it leaves you kind of flat, like something's missing from this story. But you're just a kid, so you can't. And the people that are believing this and proffering this are feeding you and housing you. So what can you do? Right? Until you get grown. And then you say, okay, I can make some decisions. So she goes around. She gets all the pots. She took the first step. Take the first step, beloved Monica. Take the first step, beloved. Take the first step. Yes, it's going to be big and scary and hard. It's going to be a step you haven't done before. When I wrote my first book, yes, it was scary. Yes, I was nervous, and yet I was like, yes, I've got to do this. I was shaking, and I was like, yes, do that. She did it. She went back to Elijah because you don't have the next instruction. So you need to go back to the holy man, holy woman source as this person that's helping you for the next step. This is an obedient woman. And when I say obedient, I don't mean do as you're told. I mean, this is a woman who is faith filled, knowing something good is coming to me. I'm going to this prophet because I'm going to get some kind of remediation. This is not a woman that's a victim. This is not a woman that's thinking that her situation is impossible. This is a woman that knows there's some kind of solution to this problem, and the solution is going to come from God because I'm going to a man of God to get the solution for this thing. And she was like, hey, man of God, you need to help me. Now they paint women as these little wilting flowers back in the day, like the patriarchy just crushed all the women. That's bullshit. Don't believe the patriarchy. That is total bullshit. Because do you know any women that are just being wilting flowers and all the men in their life are just crushing them with their iron fists? That's stupidity. Anyone who knows women knows that ain't true. You knew your grandmother and your great grandmother ruled the whole house, but everything was in your grandfather's name. The house was in your grandfather's name. This was in your grandfather's name. That was so on paper, it looked like your grandfather was the boss. Everybody in the house know your granddaddy wasn't the boss. Your grandmama was the boss. You ask your granddaddy something, he'd be ask your mother, ask your grandma. What did Frida say? Look, stop believing this whole patriarchy shit. I'm doing a video about this because this has been in my spirit for a long time, because we just believe stupid things that people tell us, and we ought not do that. So this is a demanding woman. She's going to the prophet, hey, and she made her case. She said, listen, now the prophet is sitting there with other prophets. She said, hey, excuse me. We got a situation here that needs handling. And she also said, in making her case to them, she said, and you know my husband, because he was a prophet with you and all of y'all. Don't act like you don't know me. You probably sat in my house and I made you some bread and all that when my husband was around. So now we're going to roll with the solution. Her husband was a prophet. That woman wasn't trying to hear nothing other than, I got a solution for you. And if her husband was a prophet, she probably have seen supernatural things before. So she knew supernatural things could happen. Sure enough, he told her, well, you got all the pots, empty vessels? Yes, I have all the empty vessels. He said, go in your house. Go in to your house, your consciousness. Close the door with your 2 sons. Close the door. This is a private affair. This is a cult. This is why we don't do magic on the street corner. He said, and pour from the oil into the other pots. Come on, didn't he say that? Aurora Day. He said, go into your house and close the door. What is that? Metaphysically is leaving behind all the physical, the outside world. You're in your house. This is your house. What are your 2 sons representing? What you love. This is the thoughts. Everything is thoughts. The whole thing is thoughts. That's how you can read things metaphysically in the Bible. The Canaanites are sort of thoughts. The Midianites are another kind of thoughts. The Egyptians are another kind of thoughts. The Israelites are another set of thoughts. The 2 sons are 2 thoughts. What thoughts do I need to have? Thoughts of love, thoughts of freedom. My 2 sons, the 2 sons represent thoughts. Thoughts of what? I love them so much that I want them to have their freedom. Like she probably was like, we can work with some of these things, but you're going to take my sons? No, you're not. No, that's not happening. So the woman in this story is the hero, not the 2 sons. What were they doing? They weren't trying to stand up for themselves. I don't know how old they were. The woman was the one making the boss moves, just like we started at the beginning of this conversation talking about women and women-owned businesses. Watch the top of this video because it's phenomenal. We know what happened. She started pouring the oil from the pot she already have. What does olive oil represent in the Bible? It represents life. It's a staple in the Mediterranean. When we were in Italy, no, actually Greece, they have every kind of olive you've ever seen in your life. Olives I've never seen before. And the sacred olive oil is life. That's why I keep it. I got oils cooking right over there with herbs in the sacred olive oil. Olive oil is life. It even has it in the name, olive. Baby, olive oil is all throughout the Bible. And it's a healing, and it does this and it does that, and you can eat it, and you can bake bread with it, and you can put it on your body, and you can get rid of, bacteria and this and that and other. Oh my goodness. She starts pouring the olive oil into the first vessel. The first vessel fills up. Bring me the next one. Her sons bring her the next vessel. She starts pouring it in. The vessel fills up. They probably sitting there like, you know how this prophet magic works. Bring me another one. Pours it in, the vessel fills up. Bring me another one. Pours it in, bring me another one. Pours it. How many pots do you wish you had gotten at that point? Woo, I got the God bumps. After you fill up the fifth pot, are you saying to yourself, dang, I should have got a whole lot more. I should have went through the whole entire neighborhood and filled this whole entire house with all the pots I can fit everywhere. Poured it, bring me another pot. Poured it, filled it up, filled it up. Do you know how valuable olive oil is in the Bible and how much the merchants are paying for olive oil? And you manufacturing olive oil out of what? Out of your consciousness. You are manifesting the abundance out of your consciousness. She just needed Elijah put her on have vibration because she was on the don't have vibration. I don't have it. Now I believe I can get it. I don't have it. He said, yes, you do have it. You have it in your house. And I'm about to prove it to you. She keeps pouring, and she tells her sons, bring the next pot. Because, they were just bringing pots to her. And she just pouring. The thing was filling up. She said, bring me another one. They said, there's no more pots. And right then, the oil stopped flowing. What does that mean? It means you're receiving according to your capacity, baby. The whole thing is encoded. It's encoded. It means that spirit cannot pour out to you where there is no empty vessel. There's nothing to receive. Your capacity to receive is directly correlated to how much you are receiving. Which means stewardship is part of the equation. Can you receive? Can you handle it? Do you have appropriate systems set up for you to receive money? Baby, I got so many buy buttons. I'm a good receiver. Because if you go to ValerieLove.com right now, and you go to Christian Witches right now, you go to books, you can find, yay, the new book, Witch there. It's on pre-order right now. Please do get it. You can find my books there. You can find classes there. And what are classes? Classes are something I offer you of deep value that I know that I offer to you. It's a vessel. How many vessels do you have? If you go to ChristianWitches.com and if you go to ChristianWitches.com and you look at what we're talking about with the new Bible classes, angel magic, crystal magic, tomorrow is the new moon, baby. Tomorrow night, we're going to be in the angel magic class doing angel magic. No, not tomorrow. Wednesday. Thank you, Spirit. Wednesday is the new moon. And so, where's your capacity to receive? Where are your empty vessels? That's what the have vibration is like. And I tell you that story to illustrate what supernatural surplus is. Supernatural surplus, this magical, plentifying, multiplying, exponentially expanding, always pouring until I say stop. She said stop with the vessels that she had. If she got 10, well, it stopped at 10. If she got 20, it stopped at 20. It stopped when she stopped. You're the one that's in power in your life. Let's go back on screen share and complete this spell. Now, I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. I hope you are picking up what I'm putting down. Now, next, you're going to write the following scripture 7 times each day for 7 days until you feel it has penetrated your subconscious mind. This is the subconscious mind. Whoever has will be given more. This is a great teaching of the sage known as Yeshua ben Joseph or Jesus the Christ. Yeshua. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. What does that mean? It means that if you're on the have vibration, that's where I got the have vibration from Matthew 13:12. Have vibration, because Christ said, the great sage, the great yogi, the great mystic, the great teacher said, if you have, that means you're on the have vibration. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. But whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. And you're thinking to yourself, well, I guess I must have to start with already having something, because it says whoever has will be given more. If you're starting in a place where you desire to have so much more, right? Wherever you are, you could be at 100 million, you desire $1 billion. You could be at 5 million and you desire 50 million. You could be at $50, you desire 1,000. You could be where you are, it's all relative. Wherever you are, you have something. So have means you recognize that you have. You recognize that you have been the recipient and the beneficiary of the blessings of this universe. To some extent, you're still alive. So you must have. You must have everything that's required for living up until this time. And you must have greatness, because you're already expressing greatness in your life, because you're creating greater and greater abundance. Matthew 13:12. Write it 7 times each day for 7 days. Just sit down each day. I would recommend high noon. You can start this on a new moon, a 7-day ritual, simple 7-day ritual. Simple 7-day. I call it a spell, because you're spelling yourself to a new reality. And you sit down at the same time every day and you write it out 7 times. You could use this scripture, or you could use a version of the Bible, or a translation. A version and a translation are 2 different things. You can use a version or a translation of the Bible that resonates deeply for you. Step 4, feel as if you have wealth, riches, abundance, and prosperity. No matter how your circumstances may appear, you are not swayed by appearances. Step 5 is to be thankful that you have. Now, let's come off screen share. It's not going to be enough to do the spell. The spell is that you're shifting yourself to the have vibration, and you stay there. You already have it. You already have the billion if you choose to be a billionaire. You already have the 100 million if you choose to be a 100 millionaire. You already have it if you choose to be a decamillionaire, 10 million. You already have it if you choose to be a millionaire, multimillionaire. It's whatever you want. You already have the house. Conduct yourself like you already have it. You already have the boo. Conduct yourself like you already have it. You already have it. So I'm going to conclude with this question. What is in your house? That's the question. Peace, KAISI. I love you.